Hi everyone, hope you're all well. Miss Round here again doing some more handwriting today. So you are going to need, I'll just flip my camera around. There we go. You are going to need some lined paper and a pen or a pencil. And we're going to practice some more drawings today. Okay, so first one we're going to do leads on really nicely from last week's work. And we're going to practice joining 3 letters today. So we're going to start with an RI, which takes about half of our line. Going to go all the way to the top because we're doing a letter L and it has an S ender. And we're going to do another letter L. Okay, and then we're going to take our pencil off the paper or our pen, and then we can jot our I. Okay, just have another look at that. Just zoom in a little bit. So we start on our line. For our I, we go up about halfway, then we carefully retrace. And then we go all the way up to the top for an ascender for our L. And we do our other L. We end with a flick. Then we can dot our I. And once we've dotted our I, we'll see that our double L doesn't look like a giant capital U anymore, does it? We can tell that it says I double L. Okay, just watch one more time, then you can have a practice by yourself. We start on our line. Go about halfway up, do our double ascender, end with our flick, and then we can dot our I. And you'll see that there's a difference between the height of my I and the height of my L. We can tell how much higher our L is than our I. Okay, so now just like in the last few sessions, you can watch me doing it, you can pause the video, or you can do it. You can just do it at your own speed. But we're all going to write a full line of I double L's. Okay, off you go. Doing it really carefully, really nice and slowly, taking our time, making sure that we retrace our lines where we need to. Really carefully. Okay, now I finished mine. I'm going to have a little look. If you haven't finished yours, it's fine. You can pause the video until you finish. Remember, if you think you need to do another line to practice and get them perfect, that's absolutely fine. I'm going to find my best one. I'm going to give it a little tick. One where I've remembered to retrace really carefully and make sure my ascenders are nice and tall. Can you do the same with yours? Okay, fantastic. Right, okay, the next 2 letters we're going to join are a U and a T. So before we do that, I think we should practice those letters individually. So let's start with our U. So we start on the line, remember, as always. Our U only takes about half of the line, so we're going to go about halfway up. We're going to retrace the line. And again, once we've done our curly bit, we're going to retrace before we end with a flick. Okay, watch again. We start on the line, go about halfway up, retrace, do our curly bit, halfway up, end with a flick. Okay? Remember, starting on the line, retrace, flick. Okay, right. You can have a go at your single U's now. So again, pause your video if you want to, or watch me, whatever you'd like to do. Really taking my time now, not rushing, making sure I leave a space in between so I'm not joining all my U's to each other. Okay, pause the video if you need to. And we can tell, can't we, that we haven't done a double L, because we know if it was a double L, it would have an ascender and go all the way to the top of the line, so we know that they are U's. Let me choose my favourite U, or I've spotted it. There we go, this one, because I've retraced my line quite carefully. Okay, now we're going to join our U to our T. So let's practice a T. We did do T's last week, didn't we? So remember, for a T, we start on the line. We've got an ascender. We retrace, then we take our pen off the paper so that we can cross our T. So we start on the line, go all the way to the top for the ascender, and then end with crossing our T. So can you do a lovely line of T's by themselves? And remember, we need to retrace our line really carefully. We don't want our T's to end up looking like this, do we? No. We need to retrace our line super duper carefully. Okay, off you go. I've finished mine. If you need a bit more time to perfect your T's, you go for it. You pause the video and press play when you're ready. Right, let's practice joining them together now. So we're going to do our U, which takes up about half our line, remember? And our T has an ascender on. Then we can take our pen off the paper to cross our T. If you notice, all of the joins that we've done so far join from the bottom of the letter. So we always go back down to the bottom line to join on to the next letter. Bit of a pattern there. So we do our U, we're retracing really carefully, ending with our little flick on our T. So now our T would be ready to join onto another letter in the word if we needed it to. Okay, you have a go by yourself. You can watch me for a few more times if you'd like to. Nice and peacefully practice our UTs. It's very important to concentrate while we're doing our handwriting. Okay, I'm going to just check my work. I like this UT, I'm going to give it a tick, it's my favourite one. If you need a little bit more time, then you know exactly what to do. Okay, right, going to practice one more letter and then one more join now. So we're going to practice the letter A. So, letter A, we start on the line. I'll start that one again because I have my finger in the way. We start on the line. Takes up about half of our line. We go just past halfway, and then we go back, being really careful to retrace, and then we meet, so we don't have a big gap where we left off. Then we retrace again, and we end with a little flick ready to join. Watch again. So it's one of our anti-clockwise letters. So we go start on the line, go clockwise, then we go anti-clockwise, then we go to our join. Okay, so we don't want an A that looks like this. Okay, we don't want a gap here. We want it to join and meet in the middle. Okay, so we don't want that. We don't want any gaps. Okay, start on the line, round. And if you notice, my A's are roughly the same height. And if you're struggling with that, if some of your A's are really big and some of them are really tiny, maybe do what we sometimes do in school. If you've got a ruler at home, try and draw a line down the middle of your line. Or if you've got anything straight, in fact, you don't have to use a ruler. Anything straight, I've got a placemat here. I could use a placemat to just draw a line here, roughly down the middle, so that I know where my A's need to reach. If you're struggling with that, that's something that you could do. Okay, so Start on the line. Okay, I'm not going fast, but I'm not going too slowly with this because it's good to get a bit of speed. Okay, you have a go at doing your own A's. If you want to watch mine, that's fine. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, I'm happy with those. They're all roughly the same height. If you're not happy with your line, that's fine. You can do another one. Just practice makes perfect. Okay, now we're going to try and join our A onto our T. So, really similar to the U actually. We start on the line, obviously. We go clockwise, then anti-clockwise we join. And then because we've ended with our lovely flick and we've got our bottom join, we can go straight into our T, retrace our line, and end by crossing our T. Okay. Okay, and the other thing that we're looking for with our A, it's a bit trickier than retracing a straight line because we've got to actually retrace our join, so we don't want this. Okay, do you see how I hadn't retraced my join very carefully? My lead in. So it should look more like that, so you don't have a big gap, you see? Okay. Right, have a go at doing your own A-T's, and you need to make sure, look, that there's a big difference between the height of the A and the height of the T. Okay. Okay, I'm done, and they all look roughly the same height. Of course, if you need more time, you take more time. To find my favourite one. Can you find your favourite? Okay, now your next step for depth, your challenge, as I'm sure you can predict by now, is to write some words with some of those letter combinations in. I'm going to do one of each, so I'm going to write the word still, which has got our I-double-L join in, oh, and our T that we've practiced today. Sorry if you couldn't see that. I'm going to choose an easy UT word. Can you guess what I might be doing? To write the word but with our UT joining, and let's have another AT word. Very similar. Bat. Okay. Can you have a go at writing your own words with some of those letter combinations in? Okay, please remember to send in your work to your teachers. I'll put it on your class Padlet. I would love, love, love to see your beautiful handwriting. Thank you and take care everybody, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.